Hi everyone, this is Ross from the Lioness Mum Project. I'm here today with Alex on the Lioness Mum Show. Thanks so much for being here, Alex. It's been amazing to watch your transformation over the last 4 weeks. So I just got you on this call because I know that your story can help inspire mums around the globe, especially seeing how much you've changed over the last month. So let's talk about that first, Alex. What are the biggest changes that you've noticed after the last 28 days?
I think apart from obviously physically, it's probably emotionally as well, being more organised, thinking like healthier choices, and it isn't just like focusing on losing weight, it's focusing on like a complete lifestyle change as well. So I think that I can definitely see that there's a change. Even being away for 10 days, it's always there, sort of in the back of your mind saying, no, this is the better choice, this is it. And then you have to get up, and getting up in the morning and doing it is sort of like no excuses as well.
Great. Do you know, I love that you've just gone like straight in with the mindset stuff, because you didn't even mention your real physical results. So tell everyone that's watching, how much did you change physically over the last 28 days?
So physically, I lost 4 kilograms.
Yeah.
I lost 87 centimetres.
87 centimetres across your body. Like, that's crazy. It's just like real proof that the toning effects and that inch loss was just brilliant. So transforming your body composition. Because I know at first we had a couple of weeks where you were still set in your old mindset. You're talking about, oh, the weight isn't coming off, Ross, like, am I doing things wrong? But actually, like, your mindset was so strong that you believed in the system, you trusted the system, and in the end, that 4 kilos just came tumbling off right at the end of it.
I think that's the thing as well, and I remember saying to you, like, when you get on the scales, you see a number and you think, oh, it's not what you want, or if it's not like good enough for you to lose or anything, and then you do your measurements, and I think in 1 week I lost something like 9 or 10 centimeters just off my waist, and so you think, oh, actually that is much better than seeing an extra pound or, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, and you're so right. We're sort of brought up to just trust the scales, aren't we? Because it's the easiest way to measure success. We're sort of brought up to only focus on what the scales are telling us. And that takes a little bit of time to shift that mindset when you've been in that habit your whole life, just like only thinking about weight, but not actually all of the physical changes. It takes a little bit of time to shift that, but when you do, like, that's where the true results are. But that's when you start feeling the clothes are looser, you're looking better in your clothes, feeling more confident in your clothes and stuff like that.
And I think that's like a big thing as well, is that it's really easy to get up in the morning and jump on the scales, and if you haven't lost something, then you feel really down for the day. Whereas then if you wait until you're weak and you do your measurements, then it makes you feel so much better than just jumping on the scales.
That's right. I mean, we've all been there where you expect, don't you? Like, I've been so good. Been so good. I'm just gonna sneak on the scales to see. And then, the moment that it doesn't reflect what hard work you put in, that puts it down on your day. And then it takes a really strong-minded person to not cave in, or to actually to continue with the path that you're on. But would you say that you found that this journey's helped you even overcome the days where you didn't see the results? Would you say that because of the structure and routine that just helped you stay on track?
Yeah, and I think because obviously, like I said, there was times when I lost weight to start off with, and then it didn't change. And the first week that it didn't change, I felt a bit down. And then obviously when you carry on doing it, and then you do obviously notice that it is actually changing, then you do just get into more, you get more confident that it is working.
Yeah.
And then you do have to just go, actually, no, it is working, and just stay with it. and then it is worth it.
Great, cool. And it's funny as well, you know, because this hasn't, like, this 4 kilos and this inch loss hasn't come from me making you work out for hours and hours and hours a day, or even like starving yourself to the point of hating the journey. But actually, like, what we've been doing is just making sure that it fits around a busy mum's life. And that's where the system comes in really, really well. Because if it fits in your life and it doesn't feel like a daily battle all the time, then you're going to be consistent enough to keep getting those results. And that's where the big sustainable results come.
Yeah, and I think that's what I said earlier about just making healthier choices. So if you know that you're going out for dinner, have a smaller lunch and things like that. Or if you know that you're gonna do something, or say even if you want a glass of wine, then you need to take that from somewhere else instead of just going, oh, one won't hurt, and things like that.
Yeah, I love that.
That is what's really easy, is to go, oh, one won't make a difference. Whereas when you do start going, or even like one day won't make a difference, it does make a difference. And it's so hard to get, when you stop going into that, getting back into that, it's actually harder than, and not worth just the one day that you're off.
Yeah, but you hit the nail on the head there as well, Alex, in that this isn't about like restricting to the point where you resent the journey that you're on. But actually, you're allowed a glass of wine. You're allowed these things. You don't have to cut out every carb or no sugar or anything like that. But it's actually just being mindful of the consequences of that, and being like tracking your calories and actually being aware of what you can and can't have at that time. So if you're right, you know you've got a treat coming up and you planned ahead for that, you can actually work around that and still get brilliant results.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so introduce yourself anyway, Alex. Let's go into more details about you, because a lot of people will be like, well, like, yeah, Alex can do it, but she doesn't live the life that I live. Like, it's harder for me. So introduce yourself to everyone. Like, so what do you do? Like, how many kids do you have? Like, just give us a brief introduction to you.
So I have 3 kids and a stepdaughter as well. So, which she was actually down as well. So we had the 4 kids. So we had a 9 and a 9-year-old, 2 7-year-olds, and a 5-month-old baby. So they're quite demanding. And yeah, it was. Obviously, I don't work at the moment, but even if I think I do go back to work, it would still fit around that. So, yeah, I have quite a busy lifestyle. There's lots of clubs, lots of school activities, and things like that.
So would you say that this system has been able to fit around those things? So instead of being like you can't do those things because you're having to focus on the Lioness Mum project, but would you say that it's just been able to mould into your life quite well? Because
yeah, definitely.
Great, because let's be honest here, 4 kids is enough to stress anyone to the point of actually saying, well, I can't do it because of this. I haven't got the time to do it because of this.
I do think that this has helped as well, is that you can actually, you sort of do make an excuse to go, oh, I don't have time to do anything for myself because I've got so many kids. Whereas in actually, you do make more of an effort for yourself. And even if it is getting up earlier or things like that, you fit so much more in. And it's definitely made me more organised, not just like with food wise, but as in just everything really, just having more time.
I love that. And that's a big part of this system, is it? This isn't just me adding extra tasks to your day. This isn't just me saying, well, you have to do the exercise here and you have to eat this. But actually, what this system goes into is that it actually takes your goal setting and it transforms the way you set up your day. So it actually ends up making time. It gives you more time doing this system rather than taking more time away from it. Yeah. So, Alex, what have you tried in the past? Like, what other things have you given a go?
So before this, so basically I used to be really fit, and I was quite comfortable in my body. I used to go to the gym every day, do loads of classes, and then the baby came along, and I had such a horrendous pregnancy that it all just went out the window. Everything went out the window, and I just was not, just lost all my confidence. And so I think the easy thing is to do something like Slimming World. I tried, just could not get it. I just did not understand it, didn't know what to do, and so that didn't work. But then because I didn't have my confidence to go back into the gym how I used to, I just didn't know where to start. And you're stuck because you want to feel better about yourself, then you don't have the confidence to make yourself feel better about yourself.
Yeah, it's about like not even knowing where the first step is anymore, because the things you tried before having kids don't work anymore. That doesn't fit into your lifestyle anymore. But what we do as humans is we're like, well, that used to work, so I'm just going to keep battling and keep trying those things. But actually, we need to be flexible, and we need to figure out a new way that actually works around your new lifestyle. And so would you say that this lioness mum system has been able to crack that code?
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well, things like the exercises and stuff, we ended up doing them as a family as well. Yeah. And so it wasn't something that you have to take yourself away from. Sometimes I like to, because it was quite nice to have the break. Yeah. But other times when the baby is up, when you think, oh, I'm going to get up earlier, and it doesn't work because the baby's been up since 4 o'clock and things like that, or, you know, or if you've got all your family there and then you can just do it with them, and you can make it into something fun instead of just taking yourself away. I mean, like I said, sometimes I did like to take myself away.
Yeah, of course. And I love that. So actually using you building yourself and being better each and every day throughout this challenge to actually bring you closer to your family. That's great that this system's been able to do that for you.
Yeah.
But is it safe to say, Alex, that you'd be crazy to go back and try like Slimming World and those kind of approaches?
Yeah.
Cool, because this isn't about like the short-term results. Like, this system is here to build the habits to take this on for the rest of your life. And by getting into those routines, like you say, being flexible, like Alex has already said that she was able to be flexible around this system, that's going to allow her to continue on the path and continue on the journey. So again, Alex, like, what would you say has been like different this time around? Like, so what would you say one of the biggest things of the Lioness Mum Project was to help you? Would you say like it was the support system, or like the environment you were in? Was it the group of women that were in the group as well?
I think it's all of it as well. And I think, like, you talk about like Slimming World and things like that, it's very focused on food and what you can and can't eat, whereas in this is completely different, focused on like a different lifestyle. So you don't have to go, oh no, I can't eat that, or you don't have to say, oh no, I can't do this, or oh no, even if you go out to a restaurant, you can't say, oh no, I can't eat that because it's not on my Slimming World and stuff like that. And so I think that that's really helped. I think as well the support, like, I mean, I messaged you all the time, like you said about like, oh, like even being really upset and stuff, I'd be like, oh, I haven't seen any difference on the scale. And then it was just being positive, because it is so easy to go, oh, I haven't seen a change on the scale, that's it, like, give up. And then you go, no, right, wait until you do your measurements on Saturday. And it is just knowing, like, there was lots of times that you could write on the group and say, oh, feeling like struggling today and stuff like that, and then the support that you'd get as well was great.
Cool. I love that you've said that, because it's a massive part that often as mums you feel isolated and you feel like you're going it alone, and when you're having those feelings, it's like without that support system, you're going to be distracted by outside noise. You're going to be distracted by the next like fad diet that promises you the world and it doesn't deliver. You're going to be distracted by other people and you know, like trying to sell you Herbalife and all that kind of stuff, because you're so desperate to find like that quick fix. You want to change so badly that you'll try anything. But actually, as your mindset has shifted throughout the 28 days, you're realizing that it comes with consistency and it comes with just getting up and doing the work every single day. And sometimes we need that support network. We can't do that alone. Without that support network to keep pushing you, it becomes a very, very challenging journey. So like the group of lionesses throughout this like 28 days is really important and a massive contributing factor to not only your physical changes, but you're right, your mental changes and your mindset changes that we've been through.
Yeah, definitely.
One last question for you, Alex, just to wrap things up, okay? So if you were looking back at yourself 28 days ago at the start of your challenge, or say you're speaking to someone who might be like thinking about it but is sitting on the fence, not willing to make that jump, what would you say to that person?
I think that you just need to go with it and just to trust it. I think, like I said, it is so easy to like get distracted and things like that, and then as soon as you do get to that Saturday and you do those measurements and stuff, it is all worth it. But you do have to just trust it, and I think you have to be in the mindset where you really want to do it, and because it isn't just like a 5-minute fix and things like that. So I think as soon as you do get into that mindset where you really want to change, and it isn't, like I said, it isn't just changing the food that you eat. I mean, obviously, like I said, I do make healthier choices, but it is completely, you need to just completely change your mindset as well. So I would definitely say to myself, I am really glad that I've done it as well. So I'd probably tell myself to do it.
Great. And that's right. And just make that leap. And Alex, I really appreciate you coming on this call with me and sharing your story. Not just the physical changes, but the complete life transformation changes have been like tangible to see in you. I really have seen like that shift throughout this 28 days. Even like I could just sense that spark in you, which is great. And every time I talk to you, you give me a burst of energy myself. So you really are inspiring. So it's been lovely to talk to you.
Thank you
for taking the time to share your story with everyone. And I wish you all the best. You keep us all updated on your continued success.
Thank you.
Nice one. Okay, so basically, well, you can leave the meeting now, Alex. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. So that was Alex sharing her story with us all. Again, notice how she had lost 4 kilograms and a crazy amount of inches around her body. But the first thing she mentioned was about the mindset shift and her being happier and her actually fulfilling her life. And that's what this is about. This isn't about me just giving you a workout program and a diet program and expecting you to fulfill it. This is true life transformation. So thank you, Alex, for joining us. That story can inspire women around the world to make the right change. So if that story from Alex resonates with you guys, I want you to start thinking about coming into our Lioness Pride community. So I'm going to be taking on 5 people and only charging 50% of the full coaching prices. So if you want to transform your life, okay, and instead of just surviving day by day and drifting through life, if you're a mum that wants to find her identity again, or get back that fitness that they had before having kids, then this path is for you. And I want you to click on the link below and start the application process to joining the Lioness Pride. Now, what makes this different to anything else out there is that this focuses on you. This isn't just here to give you another workout program, another diet program. That will only fail. Everything you've tried in the past has failed because it hasn't been able to shift your mindset. Here at the Lioness Mum Project, that's exactly what we do. We change the way you think so you enjoy the journey of being healthy. So you can be more productive, so you thrive in life rather than just living day by day. So if that sounds like you and you want to transform right now, then I'll need you to click on the link below and start that application process. If you fit the mold of what I'm looking for, then we can progress you through, and you could be one of those 5 mums that I coach for just 50% of the coaching prices this month. So that's a wrap from us here at the Lioness Mum Project. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.